What's up, guys? I am back. Another beautiful day on the campus of Belmont here in Nashville, Tennessee. That's how my day's going so far. This is exam week for me, so I'm feeling just a tad bit overwhelmed, but not worried too much. I think I'll be fine. So it's coming upon the Christmas season. A lot of kids travel around to different parents and grandparents and family and those sorts of things. And it has come to my attention that there's a lot of kids growing up these days without fathers. And I thought, as a child / young adult of this generation, I could address what it's like for me as someone whose dad left when she was 12 years old with, the way I see it, no intentions of coming back. So I know what it's like to have someone very close to you missing in your life. I'm not sure what it is that goes through the mind of a man, a father, even a boyfriend, that makes them think that once they take part in bringing in another human being onto the planet, like, why they think they can just totally leave and or hand over the responsibility to the mother or whoever ends up caring for the child when they take their leave of absence. I kind of feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I guess it's selfish. Like, you say that you love your kids and you care about your kids, but you're absent, you're not there. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna play a part in bringing a child into this world, then you need to take a part in taking care of it. That means child support, that means being there on those special days that matter to them. That means, I don't know, calling every once in a while. That means, keeping your promises, keeping your word. It means just being the person that a father should be. And if you walked out of your child's life at an age where they would remember and be able to recollect what things were like before you left, you should attempt to live up to the person that they thought you were. I know for me, when my parents got a divorce, like, I realized that my dad wasn't who I thought he was. Like, he was my hero, he was my best friend, and I thought he was just such an amazing person. And as time goes on, I found out that that's not 100% true. Like, yeah, he's a great guy, but he's nowhere near perfect, and a lot of the mistakes he makes not only affect him, but they affect me, they affect my brother, they affect my mom. And when it comes down to it, sometimes, even though it's hard to accept the fact, but the person who brought you into this world may not be the person who is supposed to raise you in this world. And I can say that because though my dad took part in bringing my brother into this world, he really hasn't been a key component in raising him. My brother has mainly been raised by our stepdad, and I can honestly say that I know my brother wouldn't be half the man he is today if it wasn't for my stepdad, because I don't know. He's really molded my brother into what a man should be. He's taught him responsibility and disciplines and things like that. And yeah, my dad taught those things, but it was, I don't know. I guess my dad's teaching took more effect on me, and my stepdad's teaching took a lot more effect on my brother, because at the time when my dad left, my brother was a baby, basically. He was like 8 years old. So a lot of the I guess upbringing happened in those ages that were prime, and my dad wasn't there. So I can't speak for the fathers, because I'm not a father, and I would love to have some fathers respond to this, because there's got to be somebody who can speak on behalf of all these fathers who are missing. All the deadbeat dads out there, like, I don't understand how you sleep at night. Like, there's hours go by and my mom is like blowing up my phone. She's like, I just want to hear my baby's voice. I want to hear you. Fathers can be missing for days, months, years, decades, and never speak to their children. Like, how do you do that? Like, that doesn't bother you at all? You don't want to, like, hear their voice or just know what's going on in their life? I don't know. I guess there's just some things you just never understand. But one thing I will understand, and that I have come to understand to the fullest, and am very thankful that I've learned within these last few years, is that regardless of what my dad has or has not been, regardless of what your dad has or has not been, there is no father like God. He is the ultimate comforter, the ultimate affirmation giver. He's everything that you could ever want and more. And he fills in all those empty feelings. He fills the voids. He fills the loneliness of everything that you wish you had with your father. And when I finally accepted the fact that my dad was never going to be the person that I wanted him to be, and just let God be all that he can be in my life, that's when my whole life just got better. I mean, for so long I was looking for affirmation, I was looking for love, I was looking for a place to belong, because before my dad left, he was my best friend. We did everything together. He was my basketball coach, he was my dance teacher, he was my academic advisor, he was all of those things. And it's like, when he left, I didn't know who I was. Like, I stopped dancing, I stopped playing basketball, I stopped doing the things that I loved, because I felt like I couldn't do those things without him there. And if I did, then I was like betraying him. Now, why I felt that way, I'm not sure. That's just how children are. I mean, you find a love in something with someone you care about, and when they're gone, it doesn't feel the same. But the moment that I let God be all those things that my dad couldn't be, it just all changed. Dance had a new passion. Basketball had it was different, but it was a stress relief for me. It helped me remember the times that I did have with my dad, and all the fun and joy and love and laughter that we did share when I was younger. And I cherish those moments, because I realize now that I'll probably never get those moments again with my dad, because the way I see him, the way I feel about him, it's just different. I love him, I honor him, I respect him, but our relationship will never be the same because of the decisions that he made in regards to me and my mom and my brother. So my only advice to kids growing up without a father: you're looking for love, you're looking for attention, you're looking for direction, discipline. Seek God. Let God be all that you need and more. And don't find your self-worth or your purpose in anybody on this planet. Not your mom, not your dad, not anyone, boyfriend, girlfriend. Don't find your affirmation or your self-worth in someone else. You have to find it in Christ, because if you find it in someone else, the moment they let you down, you lose your identity. And when you lose your identity, it's a road to redemption after that. It's a hard life. It's a bunch of decisions. A lot of people say it's regrets, but I don't regret anything in my past, because I know without it, my testimony wouldn't be as strong as it is, and my life wouldn't be as awesome as it is right now, because you can never get where you're going until you know where you've been. So there is life after an absent father. And for those of you who have a stepfather, be willing to let him in. Yeah, there's going to be times when you won't get along, and there's going to be fights and arguments and disagreements and tears. But just let God use him in a way that'll change your life, because there are a lot of great dads out there who they're being refused because so many kids are holding on to the angers of their past with their biological father. Let those pains go. Let God deal with those pains. Let God give you redemption and restoration, and let him change your view of a father, because without my stepdad, there's a lot of things that would be missing in my family unit. I don't think my brother would be as amazing of a basketball player as he is. I don't think he would have the drive, the determination, and the passion he does for sports and education. I'm not sure how my mom would survive, because it takes a special person to be married with my mom and to take care of her and to meet her needs. So, and me, things just wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for my stepdad in my life. And I know I don't say it enough, but I love Marcus Luther Wilson for all that he's been in my family's life, all that he has given to us, all that he's done, all the sacrifices that he's made, all the tears that he's dried. He has truly been a blessing to my family. And I thank God for him. I thank God for being my father, and I thank God for blessing me with a stepfather who cares and loves about me and is concerned with my daily living. He's there every day when I get home, and he always asks how my day was, because he genuinely cares how I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. It matters to him how I'm doing. And love is an action. If you love somebody, you show it. So for all those people out there living with hurts and pains from their father, give it to God and he'll work it out. Just let him work it out. This is the conclusion of another Gener8tion Rezurektion video. Peace and love. Happy holidays, guys.